All right, I've been thinking about something here. Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs are the Thanos of the NFL. Last season, Andy Reid acquired his Infinity Stones, snapped his fingers, and he won a Lombardi trophy. And that got me thinking, if Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs are Thanos, in the NFL MCU, who are the Avengers left in the NFL playoffs? Well, Avengers, assemble. First up, the team taking on Thanos himself, the Cleveland Browns. In the NFL MCU, the Cleveland Browns are Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. Think about it, they got the sad backstory that Bucky brings to the MCU. Not to mention they're one of the top 10 oldest teams in the NFL, pretty fitting for Bucky, who was born in 1917. And they got the metal arm with Myles Garrett and the automatic rifle in Baker Mayfield. Boom, done, moving on. Staying in the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I had a little trouble figuring out where the Baltimore Ravens fit, but after last weekend against the Titans, I now know. The Baltimore Ravens are Black Panther. Did you see Lamar Jackson's scoring run against the Titans last weekend? He looks like Black Panther.
Escape and run for it, and he's got it more. Lamar Jackson down the sideline.
But it wasn't just that run. In their 6-game winning streak, Lamar Jackson has completed 67% of his passes for 11 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions, and he's run for 566 yards with 5 touchdowns. That's how you Wakanda forever. Black Panther, aka the Baltimore Ravens, will be playing the Buffalo Bills. I'm casting the Bills as the Hulk in the NFL MCU. Mainly because if you remember in week 6, the Kansas City Chiefs beat down the Bills with 466 yards and winning that game 26-17. And that was reminiscent of when Thanos put a beat down on the Hulk in the beginning of Infinity War. Edward Solaire, Power Stone, I don't know, just saying, he was that game. Now, I don't want Bills fans to get angry that I brought that up, but you don't like Bills Mafia when they're angry, which also seems like the Hulk. Honestly, can you tell me the difference between these two? Now, heading to the NFC. Oh, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the Guardians of the Galaxy. Come on, it's an ensemble cast down there in Tampa Bay. Tom Brady's Star-Lord, Gronk is Drax, Leonard Fournette is Groot, Antonio Brown is Rocket, and Mike Evans is Gamora. Boom, what more do you need? And they are dangerous in the playoffs. I mean, they got Tom Brady. Just like Star-Lord, he can hold an Infinity Stone in his bare hand, but they are also vulnerable to emotions. Remember Sad Tom? Who doesn't remember Sad Tom? Now, I won't lie to you, I had some trouble with the Saints, but I'm gonna say the Saints are Black Widow. Hear me out. Drew Brees is a accurate, precise assassin. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Mike, if it's just the throwing quarterback thing, shouldn't he be Hawkeye? Here's the thing. They're not just a one-trick pony with a bow and arrow, okay? They have an unbelievable running game with Alvin Kamara, and their defense has only been getting better and better each game, especially their edge rusher, Trey Hendrickson. And yeah, their uniforms are black too, so it does kind of work, but that's not the point, okay? I put more thought into it than just color coordination. The LA Rams are special in the NFL MCU because they are both Iron Man and Spider-Man. Aaron Donald is Iron Man, right? I think we can all agree on this. Like, I know Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man, but Aaron Donald is Iron Man. But they're also Spider-Man, and let me tell you why. The LA Rams are also the 3rd youngest team in the NFL, the youngest team in the playoffs, and Sean McVay, in his 4th NFL season, is still the youngest coach. Not to mention, Jared Goff gives me total Peter Parker energy. Finally, the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers are none other than Captain America. They are the 3rd oldest team in the NFL and the only team in the NFL owned by the fans, the people, regular folk trying to make a difference. America. They are also the favorites to face the Kansas City Thanoses, and if anyone is worthy enough to pick up Thor's hammer, it's Aaron Rodgers. With 4,299 yards for the season, coming into the playoffs with the highest quarterback rating, the Green Bay Packers are America's ass. That feels pretty good to say as a Bears fan. So, do you think Aaron Rodgers and the Pack are worthy enough to battle Thanos for the gauntlet, aka the Lombardi Trophy? Or do you have different ideas on which NFL team is which Avenger? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, check out all the other videos Fubo Sports has to offer. I'm Mike Locke here, and I will probably see you in a couple months when I have time to actually do one of these things. I'll probably have different facial hair too. Thank goodness.